All right, we've got Carmelo Anthony inbound.
I got headphones or they can hear?
No, they'll unmute them and they'll be able to hear.
All right, first question from Ian Begley.
I knew he had the first question.
Carmelo, how you doing?
What's up, Ian?
How's everything going for you so far in Portland and this year, and what's it like coming back?
I'll answer the first part of that first. Portland's been good. You know, I've kind of got acclimated with it. Kind of got my feet set there, enjoying it. A lot different in here, but you know, it is a place that I feel comfortable. You know, being there, I feel comfortable with the organization, the guys on the team, the city. So I've embraced it. Just the whole opportunity, the whole situation. And the city seems like they embrace me too. So, you know, whenever you have that, it's a good match.
Next question is coming from Steve Bondi with New York Daily News. Go ahead.
Hey, Melo, how's it going?
How you doing?
All right. With how well you're playing, you know, 22 points, 21 points your last two games. Do you look at all this as like redemption or vindication after, you know, what happened with Houston and not being able, you know, not getting back in the league right away?
Nah, not no more. I've had that moment. Kind of that year off to kind of just sit back and kind of analyze everything and be mad and angry, upset and question. But not now. There's no more revenge. There's no more get back. At this point, it's just playing basketball, doing what I'm doing. I love to do it, enjoying it, having fun. Still being able to play the way that I want to play and at a high level. So that's what's most important to me.
And I'm sure you could write a book about your time in New York, and hopefully you will. But in retrospect, the time with Phil Jackson, with, you know, was it as awkward and just weird as it seemed at the time?
Meaning with what you guys saw from outside looking at.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was different, you know, especially me being, you know, having to deal with it, you know, day to day, right? And never, you know, just accepting it, never complaining, never, you know, it was what it was, right? And, you know, my only thing was just to come in and be a professional and, you know, be there for my teammates, and that was it. And again, play ball. I think that's what helped me out a lot, because I was able to still go on the court, kind of block everything off, block everything out, and play basketball, bring my teammates along with me, and still try to figure out a way how to find joy in that, you know, in that eye of the storm. So.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Stephen Popper.
Hey, Melo. Just wondering, with, you know, you've obviously enjoyed coming back to New York, you know, the ovation you got even when you weren't playing. How weird is it going to be for you to not have fans, to be in New York, you know, hometown, and not have that?
It's weird, man, to be honest, you know, and not just here in New York. I mean, as just the whole situation that we're in, going into these arenas, the fans, I think we miss the fans, to be honest. We miss that joy. We miss the noise. We miss the yelling. We miss the, you know, the cheering, the booing. It's just all of that we miss. So that's something not just myself, I think the whole league, all the players miss that. And we can't wait to get the fans back. I wish I'd have came back here with the actual fans here, but I'm sure I'll get another chance.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Melo, you've been around a long time. You've been through all kinds of games and everything, but I'm wondering, how much fun is it now, even now at this point of your career, to win a game like last night, where you guys went out there with only one starter basically from the start of the year, big underdogs against a very good team, and then come out ahead?
We just went and got it. I mean, we did what we had to do. We band together as a unit, as a team, and we did what we had to do to win that basketball game. We came out focused. We stuck to whatever the game plan was, and we played with I think we played with a lot of confidence yesterday. Everybody seemed like they had it going, but we was feeding off of each other, offensively and defensively.
Mark Berman with New York Post.
Hey, Carmelo, I was wondering if you've ever played pickup with Obi Toppin, a fellow Brooklynite, or if you met him or what you think of him.
I think I played. He came to my blackout runs one time. I think. Actually, he did. I think he was still at Dayton when he came and played in the runs. He was impressive. He was impressive in the runs. Guys was talking about him, trying to figure out who he was. And then when you watch him throughout that next year at Dayton and just what he did, then we really put everything together. And like, okay, this makes sense. But once I knew, he was going to be in that, top picks, this was a place that I feel like needed him, meaning New York. Great situation for him. Hometown guy, but also just the way that he played and what he brings to the game. And once he starts to, fully develop, guys will be, I think the city be happy.
If I could ask a follow-up also about what Thibodeau has done. I don't know, I got on a little late. They competed in Portland. They made a nice comeback, especially quickly. And I think Chris Brickley works with Quickly, so I don't know if you know him also, but do you sense that they're going in the right direction?
Absolutely. I think we all know what Thibodeau brings to the game, and just his intensity and his focus and his attention to detail. Any team he's ever coached played the same way. They play hard. They leave it all out there on the court. They never give up. They never quit. And regardless of the outcome, you see that, with this young team that he has now. So you see the impact that he has early, especially within the first 20 games of the season.
Questions coming from Sean Hyken with the Bleacher Report.
Mel, I'm sure you saw LeBron's comments last night about the All-Star Game. I'm wondering what you think about, the league trying to do an All-Star Game, in the middle of COVID and all that kind of stuff.
I just think it's not. I don't think it's right. Again, I don't think that we need it right now. It'll be good to recognize those who got chosen to be an All-Star. I think they deserve that recognition. But I just think it's a little bit too much in a short period of time. But at the end of the day, man, I don't really know the details of what's really happening with that. So if they feel like it's the right thing to do, then it's the right thing to do. They know best, not me.
And a little bit of a follow-up to that, I know that players over the last few years have actually had a vote in the, who gets the All-Star. Like going back to whenever they started that, how do you approach that? Do you vote for yourself? Do you vote for your friends? Do you try to vote for who you think deserves it? How do you kind of go about that? Just out of curiosity.
I think I look at the game differently, so I'm in it I'm there every day. I'm playing against these guys, so I know who is doing what. I watch the game differently than a lot of other people. I pay attention to things that most people may not pay attention to in the game or about a player. So I look at it differently. I judge it differently. I'm fair. We all know who deserve it and who don't. It's, as players, it is what it is. Thank you.